reality has a radio address where you hold the microphone. America's first competition talk show. You're in the hub.
President Barack Obama left Capitol Hill for the classroom in his latest book. Of Thee I Sing, A Letter to My Daughters, hit shelves this November. It's an illustrated children's book that tells of the stories of about 13 American pioneers. Among them, George Washington, baseball great Jackie Robinson, and artist Georgia O'Keeffe.
Earlier this year in the District of Columbia, a poster was put up, and the poster was by a nutrition advocacy group which read, "Obama's children get healthy lunches. Why don't I?" And somebody's got to be honest with the kids at this point in the game. You look back at them and you tell them, because, honey, your dad is not the ruler of the free world with a 10 a.m. tea time 5 days a week. Get over it. You can't afford it, you know. And because of him, you're living on the government dime. Now, I got to say, though, he's got a new book coming out where, you know, the White House, after this poster was put up, the White House called this nutritional advocacy group and said, you got to take the kids off the poster. You can't reference the Obama kids in the poster. That would be exploiting the president's children, right, progeny. To which now we have Alfred Knopf Publishers coming out with his latest and greatest new book, Obama that is, Of Thee I Sing. It's actually The Emperor Has No Clothes, but
it's a children's book. It's something he can handle, actually.
I agree. Finally, something worthy of the man. I mean, we've got a book that he's coming out. He was already contracted to write it after he released Dreams from My Father and The Audacity of an Original Thought, and both of
Bill
those
Ayers
were and Bill Ayers' book.
Is Bill Ayers writing this one too?
Bill Ayers' book. Well, I mean, it is a children's book, yeah, so he might have contracted Ayers. But here's the thing: Of Thee I Sing. Michelle's about the only one singing that at this point. But anyway, so he's got the new book out, and I've just got to ask. I mean, do you think this is going to go anywhere? Do you think this book sells?
It's going to sell. It's going to be the Christmas gift of the year, and it's going to have, you know, everything from Michelle's Marxist vegetable garden, where, you know, she's, you know, telling McDonald's, Cabbage Patch Kids, the Sour Patch, everybody, every kind of patch you want.
Sauerkraut's very
popular. She's going to have everybody eating cabbage. That's her dream. No McDonald's, but you can have a cabbage burger when you get home. That's Michelle Obama's dream.
Well, yeah, we're going to get healthy stuff. She loved it when Taco Bell went with the 9-gram menu, the healthy menu. It's good stuff now.
Yeah, no cheese, no sour cream, nothing good on it.
If it tastes good, spit it out. Yeah. That's the rule. Yeah. That's the rule.
We're going to tell you what to eat, when to eat it. The nanny state is here.
Here we go. Well, you got to wonder right now. I mean, they're worried. The Democrats are worried right now, and Obama is really worried about, you know, the election coming up for obvious reasons. Most recently, last week, he's campaigning and he's speaking about the national debt, and he's speaking about what we've got to do here, and there, and he brings up John Boehner, who will soon be the House Speaker after we get rid of Speaker Mimi on November 2nd. And there's this effort now, there's this concentrated effort to demonize John Boehner because he's probably going to be the new House Speaker after November 2nd. And the Ohio Congressman, House Representative, and I think he mentioned him. I think Obama mentioned him 9 times in a speech. And for one thing, I have to bring this up because he said, one quote, Mr. Boehner's deep tan is often mocked by Democrats. Well, he didn't say it. He said, he is a person of color, although not a color that appears in the natural world. Okay, so if Tea Partiers are racist, is Obama a melaninist? Is that what this is at this point? It's absurd.
Typical liberal, they don't have anything of substance to complain about, so they make fun of somebody's looks. And like you said, 9 times in one speech. I think Obama said Boehner more than he said me or I. That was the first time ever. That was someplace, I think he was in Cleveland, where the only way he would have made the people in Cleveland happy is if he had brought LeBron James back from Miami. Those people weren't wanting to hear a lick of what Obama said. They got like 15% unemployment there. It's ridiculous. LeBron, or otherwise we don't want to listen to you, Barry.
Well, I mean, he's hitting at John Boehner right now, and I've just got to say, if Americans for Prosperity is any indication, Boehner's approval ratings, his chart, he's about to go off the charts. He's about to be Princess Di popularity. If I'm him right now, I released my solo album and launched a celebrity campaign.
Boehner needs to write a children. He needs to write a children's book.
He needs to. Of Me, I Sing.
Oh yeah, exactly. Of Boehner.
That's Obama's fourth book.
Of Mice and Boehner.
Yeah. Could go real well there. Well, the Democrats have actually started. They're serious about this. They've started a Beat Boehner website, beatboehner.com.
Beat Boehner or Boehner?
Beat Boehner. Okay. Boehner.
Boehner, he's going to win in another race, but Boehner is the one.
Yeah. Boehner, good point. Ohio guy. So they say, and this is the thing that kills me. They're saying that he has spent $1 million on luxury hotels and exclusive golf resorts and the like.
He must be vacationing with Obama.
I'm telling you, they say he's teed off 119 times in the last year. And I think they need a tea time face-off between he and Obama.
It's tea time, all right. TEA time in November.
Obama has more tea times than Tiger Woods at this point. I mean, I swear you should get a Nike spot.
Yeah, Tiger, at least we know he has nightcaps after those tea times.
Well, I mean, and it goes on to say that a Boehner also, he'll on occasion forget to replace his divots, and he buys way too damn many mulligans for charity golf tournaments to really not raise the eyebrows.
The Democrats actually think they can beat Boehner, though. They're claiming his district is not this, way conservative. It's only 45%. But Boehner, this will be, his 14th year? He's been in Congress for a long time. He's not going anywhere. And Mr. Speaker will be replacing Mrs. Wicked Witch of the East.
Well, here's the thing. They say that, Boehner has a very, shall we say, blue-collar background. I mean, and this is the thing where a lot of Republicans are saying, they really kicked the bucket on this one. As soon as they start turning over rocks to throw a spotlight on a man that very few people outside of politics even knew the first thing about, they're going to start unearthing the fact that he is a salt-of-the-earth kind of guy from Carthage, Ohio, with a sister, Linda Meineke, who's a waitress and a bartender at their family-owned Andy's Cafe that they've had since...
Not part of the Meineke car dynasty.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, 1938, this has been in the family when his grandfather started it. And they say, you read his bio upcoming, it's like watching the Walton family progress. I mean, he raises the kids, he gets them up early. Several of them in the family are unemployed right now, still looking for work, which means there are obviously no kickbacks to the family tree from being a United States congressman, although we have known that with the Congressional Black Caucus, but to come to mind a few
Sanford
times.
Bishop.
Yeah. God, I got a cold. So,
you okay, buddy? It is ragweed season.
So what we're saying here, okay, is that John Boehner, despite all of his vast wealth and his golf habit and his great tan and all the other things, his family is still piss poor, which makes him, if nothing else, a greedy bastard.
Because he's hoarding all the money. He also smokes cigarettes, guys, so him and Obama have a lot in common. They're both incessant chain smokers, and they love golf.
Yeah.
So I think they should quit together. I think somebody suggested that. It might have been it might have even been a Democrat, but him and Obama should make a pledge, because they're going to be working really close together as the new Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
Him and Obama are going to be best friends.
Well, that's reason enough to ask the American Cancer Society for a donation for his opponent, because quite frankly, he's just spreading a bad PR blitz.
Right. Tan smokers. I mean, seriously.
I'm pretty
back of the bus for you guys.
Whether he's tanning or not, I'm impressed that if he is doing the tan thing, that he can actually afford to do the tan thing. The tan tax is going to put guys
like... That's a 10% surcharge on top of his,
I know.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia, but not always in Cleveland. So it's obviously a fake tan.
And that's the thing about it that blows my mind. And honestly, the government has never been more negative to Valley Girls.
As if.